Sound Plus.
My name is Wilson Ebelide, and I'm from Anambra State. Well, today I actually wanted to show or share with Nigerians and Africans at large, especially those in the western part of Africa, known as ECOWAS. So we all know about the ECO currency, the single currency that the ECOWAS is actually proposing. And personally, I actually think it's a fantastic idea, if, we as Africans, especially us in the West, we can all come together and then actually put out a common currency that we can all use. That is going to make, trade between countries to countries very easy and all that stuff. I'm not economics, but I know that it does have some benefit. But anyway, what I did was I decided to actually put up a design, a prototype for the currency. And I've been sharing those designs with friends and, those who care to actually see what I did. All in all, about 5 of them. The highest denomination is actually 100 ECO, and then we have 50 ECO. And as well, we have the 20 ECO, and then we have the 10 ECO, and then we have also the 5 ECO. So 100 is the highest denomination, and 5 is the lowest. Well, from what I know, actually, like I said earlier, I'm not an economist, so I know that it does have some certain, economic implication on the Naira. And from what I understood, I think the meeting was held on January 16th this year, and Nigeria and pretty much the Anglophone part of the West African country, they were saying that that they are not going to actually join the ECO right now because that the Francophone part of it actually took the decision to rename their CFA ECO like unilaterally, like by themselves. So Nigeria and Ghana and this other Anglophone part of the ECOWAS whole structure are saying that, hey guys, pause, we are not just going to accept anything you throw at us. We need to check this thing and see if, it has some, implication on our economy and all that stuff. So with all that going on, I think they should just come together and actually sort the differences out. Because from what I understand, for the Francophone speaking countries that are in the ECOWAS, for them, they've been using the CFA, and for them, it's easy to just switch, to the ECO because their currency is actually pegged to the, to the euro. So, but the Anglophone countries are saying that, for us, it's not going to be easy. We need time. We can't just jump in. If we jump in, we are going to actually have certain problems with our economics and all that stuff. So, I think they should just sit down and work at the time frame. So, if you think maybe you need about 4 or 5 years more to actually join the ECO, then they should just sit and talk and yeah. But generally, I think it's a fantastic idea, to have a single currency to remove all these trade barriers and issues that are currently facing the ECOWAS region. ECO is a fantastic idea, So what actually gave me that push to actually design something was, I thought, okay, ECOWAS is trying to actually do something fantastic. And us as Africans, should be part of it. Because most times when you actually see stuff like this, before you know it, maybe they just contract somebody from outside the country. We do believe that foreigners are actually better than us in, these little things. So I thought to myself, it's a fantastic idea to actually have Africans, us ourselves, designing the currency ourselves, and because who understands us better than ourselves? We can implement whatever we want to implement, if be it the culture, be it the language, whatever features we want the currency to have. I think we stand in a better position to actually implement them than actually outsourcing the whole thing to a foreign company or something. All right. Like for the bill, most of the ideas, I try to narrow everything, or to keep everything around our culture, as well as to pay importance to also our society, the things that are happening in the society. Like we have to actually project to the world whatever we want the world to know of Africa, because most of us, we are raised up speaking English, and no one knows about, we are forgetting our own language. So to us, it seems like English is a standard, So if you have to do anything, it has to be in English. But we all have our own languages that I think we should actually, start projecting to the world, and have them also, see, our culture, and also understand the way we live and everything. So if, with the currency, first let's start with the 5 ECO. 5 ECO, like I said earlier, is the lowest denomination we have on the currency. So on the 5 ECO, if I'm not mistaken, I think we do have they set in an African setting, like a local, African community, infused in the ECOWAS map. As you can see, that's the front side of it. So you can see the ECOWAS map, the map of the ECOWAS, and then we infuse like this little African community inside that map, and you can see people who are like riding on a boat. You can see, people who are going about their business, but just typical African setting, just to project that, African lifestyle, the way we live, and how things look over here. And on the other side of it, if I'm not mistaken, I think the flip side of that 5 ECO, we do have a bridge. And on that bridge, what I tried to project was we have to bridge, West Africa. Not just West, the entire Africa, but gradually, let's start from the West, So bridging the countries, in the, ECOWAS region, you're talking about Ghana, Senegal, Mali. So we can bridge ourselves through trade. We can do that as well through cultural exchange. We can do that through, many other ways. So the bridge you see on the other side of the currency signifies bridging and bringing all these countries together to actually trade together, to actually, exchange cultural, language, ideas, technology, and so forth and so on. And I think it does have some other little elements to it that if you look at where I did the actual explanation of the currency, you would see other things. And I think also another thing that stands out on that particular currency is the languages used to actually write, the amount of the currency and all that stuff. So we actually introduced, like, normally you see on our currencies, you can see if in Nigeria you just see pretty much 10 naira, 20 naira, pretty much English. There is nothing like Yoruba, no Igbo, no Hausa, all that. So what is happening to our language? Our kids are growing up and actually, embracing English and the Western culture, and actually quickly forgetting our own culture. So what I did was actually put some of these words in local dialects, like Hausa, Igbo, English. In some of the currencies, I also wrote some of them in Wolof. Wolof is the language actually spoken in Senegal, Mali, a few of the countries in the ECOWAS. So I did actually bring all this language and try to inscribe them in this currency. We need to actually push our own language. We can't have English and French representing us. We only learned this like few, years. Probably like a decade ago or something. When colonialism started, that was when all this thing came. But we have to embrace our own language and culture. So if you look on this currency, you see those, elements that I'm actually talking about. The 10 ECO actually, actually is one of my favorites. It was the first that I actually designed. When I was designing the 10 ECO, I actually did not know what to do, because at that point, I've never designed a currency before. It was my first time. Though I do designs here and there, little designs with other things, but designing currency was something new to me. So for me, it was like, how do you even design a currency? Like, where did you start? And normally when you pick up a currency and you look through it, it's always like you have all these lines going here and there, like intricate lines and all these details. I was just thinking, how do you come up with these things? At that point, I was like, God help me, I don't even know how to do this. And I mean, I'm a Christian, and I'm a firm believer of, the Christian faith. So what I did was, I prayed and I said, God, I need inspiration to do this. This is my first time designing anything currency. And boom, like 10 minutes later, and ideas kept coming, and then I was putting all these things together. And then, so what we did with the 10th ECO was, if you look on the front side of it, so we have this ECOWAS logo, pretty much, their logo. So in that logo, you have about the 16 stars of the whole countries represented in the ECOWAS. So each star represents each country in the ECOWAS. So if you look at the logo is a circle, as you can see on your screen. So if you look at the logo, and within that logo, you can see 16 stars that are in that logo. So each of those stars represent each country in the ECOWAS. So that front part of it was putting that ECOWAS logo in there. And then on the back side of it, you can see the beautiful landscape that we have here in the ECOWAS region, as well as all over Africa. So what we did there is that we actually brought some of the landscape to actually put it out to the audience, to the world, because currencies, they travel around the world. People from England, Germany, all people are just going to have it. And when they have it, I want them to be able to see, and the currency will just tell them story about what Africa is. So you can see the landscape, the mountains and the surroundings. This is the beauty of Africa I'm trying to portray on that currency. And also, if you look through it, you also see a train running across. So this train stands for connectivity, interconnectivity. So we know that we cannot do business with one another if we cannot connect somehow. I mean, through trains, transportation, building roads, communication, and all that. So that train stands for actually interconnectivity between the ECOWAS country. And some other details that I'll be explaining probably on my blog or on social media site. Thank you. Well, usually I'd say through social media. I mean, I do have my Facebook account, and my Facebook account is Willy D. Actually, that's the name, Willy D. So it's WILLYDEE together. I mean, no space, they're all together. And then also I'm on Instagram, and as you see on the screens, those are my social media accounts that you can actually contact me, as well as email.
Sound Plus.